NBA 2K21 Next Gen can be very confusing, and with so many new badges, you may not know what badges to equip, or you may not know when you're creating your build exactly what attributes to upgrade, where to stop it exactly so you can get this badge or that badge. There's so many new details, but we have you covered. No matter what your questions, we have a most detailed explanation of exactly how to make your build, exactly what to upgrade, and exactly what badges to put on, all with timestamps giving you exactly the information to find and go where you need to go right when you need it. So I hope this video helped you guys. Drop a like because I put a lot of effort in finding the best information for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So let's get right into it. Yo, what's up guys? This PowerGotGame back with another video, guys. So today I'm bringing you my best center build slash BIGMAN builds, whatever you want to call it, in NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Now, a couple days ago, earlier this week, I dropped my best guards builds. I promised that we would drop my best center builds next. So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna give you guys all the exact details, exactly what the wingspan should be, exactly what the height should be, exactly what badges you want to upgrade on this type of player to be successful. So even if you already have a center build, this can help you with your badge layout, anything you want to do with that. So we're gonna go straight in. Let me know if you guys have any questions about the builds, but let's get right into it. All right, guys, so the first build we're gonna go straight in is the position is gonna be power forward, and you'll notice like centers and guards this year almost always power forwards, because power forwards is just the position to be this year. For hand and jersey number, it really doesn't matter. I usually go left-handed, but whatever your preference is and whatever jersey number you want, it doesn't affect anything. So for height, 6'8" is actually a really good height. You may be wondering, okay, isn't 6'8" kind of small for a center? And what you're gonna notice is when you're a center or you're a big man, what's more important than the actual height is the wingspan and the actual attributes that you're putting on there. So when you have a long wingspan, what you're gonna do is a center needs to have a much longer wingspan than a guard, but the height is not necessarily as important. So for weight right here, I go down for 215, and the reason I go to 215 is because, one, if you go lower, it's gonna ruin your strength a little bit more than you want. But two, it's going to increase your speed and acceleration and all of that, so you can switch on the guards. What's so important in this game for 2s and 3s, even if you're a center and you're a big man, you don't want to be too slow. That's why people don't make these really tall centers. If you're too slow, when you have to switch into a guard, they're just going to run right past you every time. So this is going to help you a lot, having this low 215 weight. Now for wingspan, what you want to do here is literally go to 7'6" max wingspan and put it for center. Now if you want a little bit extra shooting, you can play around with this and put it a little bit lower, but I recommend right here you want to go 7'6" if you want the best defensive and rebounding ability, and lower would give you a little bit more shooting ability. So 7'6" right here. Body shape really doesn't matter. A lot of people do burly build, whatever you're used to. A lot of times I do build on mine. If you want to, you can do compact, slight. Sometimes I do defined. I like defined sometimes on my centers, but whatever you're comfortable with on your body shape, it's not really a big deal. So now that we get to the attributes, you want to max out your driving layup, but put it down to 92 right here. You want to take your driving dunk and put this to 95. You want to put your standing dunk to 94 maxed out. So that's going to give you 21 finishing badges. Your mid-range shot max out. 3-point shot max out. Free throw shot, you want to put to a 49 right here. So you guys may be wondering right here, 11 shooting badges. I can verify in this game where, especially if you're just going to be shooting open and you're not going to be doing anything crazy, 11 shooting badges is more than enough with a decent 3-point shot. And it's going to make up, you're going to be, if you're hesitant about that, you could switch around a couple of things, but this is going to be really good for being defensively when you look at all the other badges. So for pass accuracy, put this all the way up to 85. This is so cute. You're getting a Hall of Fame bullet passer. You're getting a Hall of Fame dimer on the center. Ball handling maxed out. Speed with ball maxed out. So you're basically getting every playmaking badge in the book. You're getting goal quick first step. You're getting unpluckable Hall of Fame. You're getting everything you would want. You're getting bell on this build. So it's going to be great playmaking. You're not going to get ripped on this build at all. 21 playmaking badges is a lot in this game. So for interior defense, put nothing on interior defense for this build. The reason for that is this is more of like a park build, and interior defense, what it mainly helps with is the post defense. So if you're not gonna play many post players in like 2s or 3s, because even if you do, you're probably gonna get the ball back at least one time. So maybe for like rec or something prime, maybe do something different. But interior defense, this is gonna allow you to get a ton of extra badges. You guys are gonna see what I'm saying. So you're gonna be able to max out your steal almost and put that to 90. You're gonna be able to put your perimeter defense to 76. Why 76? Because at 99, you're going to be able to get clamps. So that's so key, having this at 76. The block is going to be maxed out. Offensive rebound is going to be blocked out. Defensive rebound is going to be maxed out. So 28 defensive backs. So even though you got that low interior defense, don't be too worried about that with this build. Because look at it, you're having 28 defensive badges. Now for acceleration, you want to match that out. Speed, you want to match that out. Strength, match that out. This is going to give you Hall of Fame brick wall at 99. Gold right here, but Hall of Fame brick wall at 99. The vertical, you're going to get an 88, and stamina, stop this at a 90. So overall, 21, 11, 21, 28. Very, very good breakdown. It's going to be long. It's going to be able to get rebounds. The only thing is the shooting is a little bit low, but you're still going to be able to shoot with 11 shooting badges, to be honest with you. So continue right here for primary and secondary. This is kind of harder on centers. A lot of people sometimes like to do playmaking, glass cleaning. In my opinion, glass cleaning is just useless. Honestly, like, you just don't need it. You could go with playmaking if you're more playing rec with a team ratings, but in park, that's not really useful. So what I usually go to make up for the low shoe and just go like with the 2 sharps. So spotter precision, limitless second, very key, very key. You're gonna be able to shoot whenever you get takeover. You're gonna be able to end the game, and you're never gonna miss, even with those low shooting bats. So spot up, limitless. That's my recommendation for that. You can experiment whatever takeovers you want, because you can change it at any time with the Mama mentality bats this year. So that's the great thing about it. So you go in there, and the name you're gonna get is Playmaking 3-level scorer, which is my new build too. This isn't exactly my new build, but Playmaking 3-level scorer is like a really, like, I feel like all the Playmaking 3-level scorer builds are like really, really good this year. So what we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna show you guys the badges that I recommend equipping for this player. So finishing, number 1, Hall of Fame posterizer, you need that. Heat Seeker, maxed out at Hall of Fame, so key. Rise Up is actually a really good badge in my opinion, so I like putting that at Hall of Fame. Fearless Finisher, Hall of Fame. That's what you can do, those contact layups and contact dunks or anything and make those difficult shots. Slithery Finisher, really good, Hall of Fame. And then I'd put something on like Prep Boss right here. But I feel like Rise Up is even better. You get the board and just make it do the stand up. But that's how I would kind of do it. You can kind of switch this around if you want and try to put someone back down finisher if you want to do like a post scorer type thing. Or if you're playing one of those My Point events, put on Lob City Finisher. But this is what I would kind of recommend. So that's gonna conclude the finishing. The shooting, you probably want 11 shooting badges. How to do this? Okay, so number 1, Hall of Fame hot shot, you need that. Deep threes, gold, you need that. Hot zone hunter, gold, you need that. And that's basically what you're gonna run with right here. Now you can put the bronze on whatever. I might do a bronze catch and shoot or a bronze blinders, but probably bronze catch and shoot right here. You shoot a lot of spot ups, and this is, you're gonna be able to hit with this. Honestly, these are the main key shooting badges you need. Green machines are really not needed this year. It's not important. You're gonna be able to green anyway. So that's the shooting for playmaking. We're gonna see the crazy stuff you can do with playmaking this year. So Hall of Fame special delivery, you're gonna be able to do those splashes to people, get your guard, that team takeover. Quick first step, you want to match this out at Hall of Fame, which you're gonna be able to do at 99 overall. So key. Bullet passer, you want to put this on Hall of Fame. Bella, I think you only really need it on bronze. Now these are the main badges everyone wants to run, but now you can kind of like spread it out. So what I usually do is something like a silver or gold unpluckable, dime, where you could even try to put this on Hall of Fame. I like sometimes like to run the handles for days. If you want to dribble a little bit more, you can run the handles for days. You have so many options here based on your unique playstyle. So basically put on the special delivery, bullet passer, quick first step, and bail out, and then it's kind of like based on how you want to play. These other ones are kind of like just preference. But that's my recommender right there. Let me show you guys right quick. So Hall of Fame right here. I'd run gold, bronze, and then Hall of Fame here. That's what I would recommend. So defense, last but not least, guys, if you're gonna put on for defense, brick wall, Hall of Fame, or gold. It depends. If you're running like rec or prom or something, go Hall of Fame or threes. Some situations you may need gold. Try gold, guys, because I feel like gold is actually still really effective. So you can even try gold and give you more flexibility. So interceptor on Hall of Fame, you guys can put on. That's literally crazy. Clamps right here, put it on gold. You have the ability to put rim protector on Hall of Fame, chase down artist on Hall of Fame, rebound chaser on Hall of Fame, bots on bronze or silver. I like silver right here just so you have so many badges. And an intimidator on Hall of Fame as a center. That's literally insane. You could throw this around a little bit and be like, okay, I'm just gonna put bronze bots and do a bronze pogo stick, or take down the chase down artist a little bit and put more pogo sticks. It's all preference. I'd probably do something like this, just because I like having pogo stick on a little bit to be able to jump up and down. But it's all kind of your choices. Once you get the key Hall of Fame interceptor, you can even put interceptor down to gold, because gold interceptor is really, really good from my experience. But this is going to be my recommended layout right here, and you can see how good this build is defensively. Can guard anybody, anywhere. Alright guys, on to the next build, a very different build. You're going to see a lot of top reps use this. It's more of a rec build, not necessarily for park. But for rec and prim, when people grind this, you'll see people, it's one of the easiest ways to secure a really high teammate grade and give a whole playstyle, a different playstyle. So for position, do center. Handing this doesn't really matter your choice. Jersey number, I always do number 7. 7 is my favorite number. Left, whatever you want to do with that. So height, we're going to actually go 7 feet right here. I'm still going to put the weight down, guys, because you want that extra speed, especially for a player this tall. If you want any chance of using it in park or switching on to people, you want to have that extra speed ability. Now, wingspan, put this to 7'10". That's literally crazy. 7'10" wingspan. That's what's going to make this elite for defense and in the lanes and just getting rebounds. So body shape, that's kind of your choice. Sometimes I'd be choosing like the fine now, but it's really just whatever you're comfortable with. It doesn't affect it like too much. You could go burly and be huge right here. So now we're gonna see the stats. For close shot, I put this right here, the 32. Drive and layup, put this up to 78. Drive and dunk, match it out to 87. Stand and dunk, 95. You're gonna have 12 finishing badges right here. Mid-range shot, you're gonna put up to 51. Not completely match that out. 3-point shot, max it out. Free throw, 69. Now, you guys may be wondering, okay, why the low shooting badges? It's because when you're making this tall of a player and how you want to make it, you just don't have the ability to upgrade it by that much. Now, mid-range, I feel like nobody really shoots mid-range. So that's why we only put that to 51. We matched the three-pointer because three-pointer is so much more important. Now you can hit three-pointers. Maybe if you go into the mid-range, you'll miss a couple. But if you're to wide open mid-range, you'll still probably make it. And you're really going to be dunking or shooting threes. And those are the most efficient ways to score. Now, pass accuracy, match it out. Ball handling, near max out at 54. Speed with ball, max out at 51. 15 playmaking badges, more than enough. You get Hall of Fame billet passer, Hall of Fame special delivery. Gonna be able to do some crazy things where you're not really gonna get ripped all the time on the 7 feet. So interior defense, put this up to 81. Gonna be guarding a lot of people in the paint, especially if you're playing rack. You want to be big. You just want to be able to clamp anybody in the paint. This is gonna be really good at guarding just anybody. Perimeter defense, put this to 70. It doesn't get clamped, which is kind of a bigger problem if you want to play park and you don't want people to blow by you. But for rec, it should be perfectly fine. Still, put this at 62. Block, max out 95. Offensive rebound 95. Defensive rebound in 95. Speed you want to match. Acceleration you want to match. Your strength, put this down to 56 right here. Your vertical, 84. Your stamina is going to be up here at 90. And what I like to do is I like to put the rest post control right here at 26. So 12, 5, 15, 28. A lot of defensive badges right here. Very long wingspan. It's going to be very powerful in the post and in the paint. And don't worry about the shooting too much because this is not really meant to be like a big shooting center. Like maybe you can hit a wide open shot every now and then, but you're not. The point of this build is not to be out here and be like a top shooting center. This is more be a rec tall build. But you're gonna see like the stuff you have to give up if you want to make a very effective tall build right here for a 7 feet player. So for primary and secondary right here, you honestly don't have a lot of options. You could go sharp if you want, but it's kind of like almost like you can't really shoot that well. So I don't know if I would go sharp. If I was playing rec, you can do like rim protecting, paint intimidation is not too bad. So I'll show you guys my recommend. I might do like spotted precision because spotted precision I just feel like is great for everybody, and do like a secondary like interior badge dropper paint intimidation right here. So finish with that, and you'll be getting team take a lot. So with the flashy passes and everything. So my player build complete, yes, and this is the post facilitator that you see a lot of people using, especially for the top reps in the rep. So test build, we're gonna go ahead and put this 9 over in for shooting. All I would do right here is I would try to get like hot shot, as high as you can. Then I would try to do hot zone hunter as high as you can. So put it right there, you can get takeover really fast. That's what I'd go with. And for finishing right here, posterizer, max that out, heat seeker, max that out as much as you can to gold. Rise up, put that up, such a great badge. I put that at gold though, honestly, and then you want to put some fearless finisher at silver. So that's what I do for finishing. For playmaking, guys, what we can do is you want quick first step, you want to max that out with the gold, give you ability to drive, special delivery, Hall of Fame, bullet passer, Hall of Fame. These are the key things you must have. And then unpluckable, I'd put that like maybe like bronze or silver. And then rest is just kind of like whatever. Maybe for break starter if you're playing more rec, or some diamonds just over here. Honestly, now you can do Bella too. I would put Bella on at least on bronze, because I feel like Bella on bronze is such a, it bails you out. Like, it's in the name. Like, it helps you so much. Really, it does. So put on Bell out. Keep those chases. Now defense is where you really get to do some crazy stuff. You have the post lockdown badge. So if you're playing any post score, just equip this badge to Hall of Fame, and then they're just clamped. It's really just clamped. They can't do anything. But I would go brick wall, Hall of Fame, bots, bronze, rim protector. You want to put down Hall of Fame. I do chase down artist on Hall of Fame, intimidator on Hall of Fame, rebound chaser on Hall of Fame, interceptor on gold. And now you just have the ability to play with whatever you want to do. So you can do pogo stick on like silver, and then post move lockdown like silver, like to spread it out. I do something like that. Or you could even play around with badges like hot stopper that really just boosts your takeover a meter whenever you get it. You can do like him like Hall of Fame hot stopper, even though I'm not really a big fan of it. But I'd probably put this on gold, bronze, just to try out something like this. And then when you're playing a post score specific play, you can always adjust it. So that's going to conclude this Rex 7 feet monster build. And let's go on to the next build, guys. Okay, guys, the last but not least build is going to be more of the shooting center build. If you want to be a center that has the ability to play defense and everything, but a little bit more shooting, so you can shoot at a very high level, this is going to be the build for you guys. So position, what you want to go right here is power forward, handiness, whatever you want. Jersey number, these are just pretty much like options based on your preference right here. So jersey number, the handiness, not going to really affect anything. So height sits 8. Your weight, you want to put all the way down to 210. Your wingspan, this is kind of like circumstantial on what you want to do, but max it out to 7'6" if you want the best of defensive ability on this player. Body shape right here is just kind of like choice. I like to do kind of like defined on like a shooting center like this, and it feels like it makes you faster. So defined, drive and layup, put this up to 79. Going to be able to get a good layup packages, long athlete, drive and dunk, match it out, stand and dunk, match it out. Going to be able to dunk over anybody, get the contact dunk animations, mid-range, match it out, 3-point, match it out, free throw, put it to 77, getting 17 shooting badges, which is very solid in this game. Pass accuracy, you're going to be able to put the a 65, bar handling, only going to put it up to a 48. So your playmaking isn't going to be as good on this build, but you're going to be able to shoot a lot better with the highest shooting badges and everything. So bar handling, go ahead and put this at 48. So 65, 48, 73. This is kind of what you want to put on. So 6 playmaking badges, that's honestly not bad, but it's not as good as some of these other builds. And you're going to be able to get bullet passing at least. So interior defense, if you don't want, like, this is to help you so you don't get the smallest interior defense, you're uncomfortable with that, you can have a 50 interior defense. You can play paint post scores a little bit. It won't be all the way down at 25, but it's also not max where it's taking up all your attributes. Perimeter defense, put this to 76. You're going to get clamps at 99. You can put this to 62. You're going to be able to get badges like interceptor right off rip. Block, go ahead and match that out. Offensive rebound, match it out. Defensive rebound, match it out. 25 defensive badges. Still even good with the shooting, very good defensively. Kind of reminds me of the glass clean and lockdown from like previous years, honestly. So speed, match it out. Acceleration, match it out. Strength, put this up here to 58. You're probably wondering why 58. So at 99, you're gonna be able to get gold brick wall. So don't worry about that. So off rip, it's not really made for that. You're not gonna be able to get brick wall, so you may struggle a little bit off rip. But as soon as you get the 99, you're gonna have brick wall. You're gonna have all the badges you need. These builds are optimized so at 99 you get your full potential and your full ratings and everything. So vertical 70, stamina, put this at 90. Right, very nice right here. 95. So 14 finishing, 17 shooting, 6 playmaking, and 25 defense. And what I would recommend for this is to spot up Limitless. Easy, and you're gonna see the name comes out as a 3-level score normally. So we're gonna see, and we're gonna go to the test build, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what badges I recommend upgrading on these players. So for finishing, obviously Hall of Fame posterizer and heat seeker, you want to do that. Those are the main things everyone have. Slithery finisher and fearless finisher you want to put up. So fearless finisher, and I would put like bronze slithery and probably like bronze rise up. So that's what I would recommend right there. For shooting, you get a lot of options with the more shooting badges. So Hall of Fame hot shot, I would go for deep threes, gold. Hot zone hunter, put down gold. And basically after that, it's kind of a little bit of choices. What I would do is something like silver catch and shoot. Even try on blinders right here on your center. Gold blinders. And it's really like you don't really need anything else for sure after this. So I honestly would probably maybe even put, you can try corner specialist, you can try to put anti-freeze on bronze right here so you don't get too cold, and then gold catch and shoot. So this is what I would go to because I feel like the other shooting badges really unimportant you need on a shooting center. So gold hot zone, gold deep threes, gold blinders, gold catch and shoot, Hall of Fame hot shot. This is going to make you really elite as a shooting center, to be honest with you. Blinders, you can really like shoot like a guard where they're not even going to contest you. So keep those changes. Playmaking, you want to max out your bullet passer. You want to max out your quick first step and probably be done. Honestly, you don't have the ability to put special delivery, so you're not going to be able to do a lot of flashy passes. That's the one limitation of this type of build, unless you want to take off something else. But at legend, you could probably get more. So defense, so many options. Clamps you want to put on gold. Rim protector, Hall of Fame. Intimidator, Hall of Fame right here. So you have 14 left. Rebound chaser, Hall of Fame. Brick wall, bots on bronze. Brick wall you want to put here on gold. So you have 5 left. You have pogo stick right here on bronze. Interceptor, you want to put this on gold. So with your 2 left, it's kind of like some choices of what you want to do. I'd probably do something like silver chase down, just to have the ability to chase down people a little bit. But this is my recommended defensive breakdown, and that's going to conclude the final build, guys. So we gave you many choices. I think out of these builds, you guys should be set completely. Each of them gives like a different style and what you want to do. If you guys have any questions about the builds and what badge you should equip, or if you're making it exactly right, ask below, because even with these, you can adjust little small things and still make the build according to what you want to do. So if you have any other builds you recommend, we can all help each other out. Leave in the comment section below. If this video helped you at all, make sure you drop a like, guys. Comment, subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll be back with the next one, guys. And I am out.
It's funny how now she be calling me back. She see that I got it, I'm stuck in the trap. 40 autos and we put it right back. 40 autos and he left in the back. I can't be trusting cause people just act. I get the money, I run it right back.